Hello, Star Wars Galaxy Hero players. This is Anditesh Orno, and today I'm going to do a My Thoughts predictions video on the upcoming 4 months, on what factions are going to be reworked, what factions may or may not be reworked, etc. So let's go ahead. So right now we're in August. We've just had the release of Commander Luke Skywalker. Here soon we're going to have the release of Captain Han Solo, Rebel Officer Leia Organa, or Rolo, and Hermit Yoda. Of course, Hermit Yoda kit has yet to be revealed yet. Eventually they will reveal it, unless they decide to reveal it once it's added into the game. That might be kind of cool to see. That's always nice. So, but yeah, I'm hoping they get territory battles in by the end of the month. I think they are, but who knows? I just hope they don't go into September. Especially with the predictions that I have, that I'm hoping that works out. So yeah, this is August. So going into September, the first faction I can predict that will be reworked is none other than the Separatists. I have a couple of thoughts on which factions may or may not be reworked, and so on. So the Separatists are definitely viable to being reworked. General Grievous has been really needing a rework. Count Dooku, the only rework he needs is his leader ability to actually work with Separatists, have a Separatist add, along with his normal evasion setup that he has with his general all-around. But Separatist rework would be great. Obviously, Palpatine on top doesn't, Newt Gunray needs kind of a rework. We would love to see maybe another Geonosian with the Separatists, so we have a faction within a faction taken care of, and that would be, Poggle the Lesser, Geonosian team. We can have one more Geonosian added in, and we'd be set on Geonosians. Great. Maybe a Geonosian medic. There you go. And then a rework of all of them. But like I said, Separatists is a pretty big faction, and this faction would, rework the Geonosians, the droids in the Separatist faction, maybe even some of the droids without the Separatists. Who knows? We'll find out. A lot of fans have been wanting that. The next faction thought is the Bounty Hunters. Bounty Hunters have been really, really talked about a lot in the past, or even to this day, of being reworked. Boba Fett's probably the only one that's set up the way he is, the best way ever. Granted, IG-88 is still useful on many teams, droid teams and all, even though droid teams are not in the meta anymore. But yeah, IG-88 still needs a rework. And I have talked about Bounty Hunters and, this droid, as well as some of the Separatists in past videos. So I'm going to just leave those, you just look them up on my my past videos. But yeah, these are the two factions I am predicting, one of the two, I should say. Just make sure it's one of the two, that we will see a faction pass rework for next month. That's what I'm hoping for. If not, then, we'll probably get something else. I will admit, we still need, Night Sisters and all, but Night Sisters are just, I could see Night Sisters being like a February thing, kind of like how we got Darth Nihilus and the Sith rework, this February. I'm okay with that, or even January. The next month would be November, or October, sorry, wow, I'm skipping a month. October, I would easily see the Inferno Squad added in to the game, because they would be support EA Games created Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Battlefront, or they own it or whatever, and they want to support each other. So obviously we're going to have probably Inferno Squad added in, even though, unless you count the droid as its own character, or when you actually have the main character, I think it's not Jaden Erso, Iden something, I don't know her name right off. She counts as 2 slots. That might make a thing to where they can actually make it seem. But, they probably may or may not have it, because there is a 4th member. I just found a picture of the 3 main ones and the droids, so they may make that droid the 5th slot. Who knows? I think it'd be kind of cool. Kind of a fragile droid, but really has a high evasion and, is really a fast droid. something of that nature. But Inferno Squad I could see as a prediction. I also kind of predict and hope that they do a light Empire rework on a certain few characters. And that is a light rework for Palpatine and the Royal Guard. As a synergistic thing where they work together. That way we can kind of see Royal Guard and Emperor Palpatine kind of, work together. Also, with this faction would also come whatever ships they are able to pilot. That'd be kind of cool to see some more TIE fighter variants, like a TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber or something. Like the two guys would pilot a TIE Bomber. Because they are wearing TIE pilot armor, so it makes sense. They'd be piloting the TIE Bomber, and then this lady and the other lady would be piloting a TIE Interceptor and maybe a TIE Defender or something. I don't know. I know they'll figure it out if they ever add Inferno Squad in, and it would give another Imperial faction within the Empire, kind of like the Imperial Troopers are. They got they're going to have like the main 6 factions: Separatist, Galactic Republic, Empire, Rebel, Resistance, and First Order, and they're probably going to have mini factions within, plus the outside factions like Jawas, etc. So yeah, that's my prediction for November. October, I'm doing it again. November, my prediction is my first main prediction is adding a slight rework for the main First Order and Resistance characters, as well as a add of some characters from like the First Order, Resistance, whatever characters haven't been added yet to the game. Like maybe General Leia Organa added into the Resistance. Flame Trooper added into the First Order. Also, FN 2199, the riot trooper that attacks Finn, calls Finn a traitor. He could be added in as well. So, there's some options to add. Probably more for the First Order. General Hux is another one, but they may release General Hux and some of the others that they missed in, this one, or in Force Awakens into The Last Jedi rework, or add-ins. But we'll find out what they do with that. But I do predict a big Christmas. But yeah, that's November. And if they don't do this with November, even though I know last year when they brought out Rogue One, they had some characters come out in November and December, I think it was. Especially December when we got the old mighty awesome Chase combo that's still in the meta, but not as much anymore because things are changing. But I'm sure Chase will still be around because they're still such a great combo. But yeah, at that time they released so many Rogue One characters and a couple of Imperial characters. Which I still hope they actually, with like this one, I hope they just randomly add in a couple of Imperial characters. Like some of the Imperial troopers that were missed in Rogue One, or maybe some other ones to actually support the Imperial Trooper tag. Who knows? Maybe who knows? But that is, November. Also, if they don't do this, they may or may not add in the 2 other options I said before, Bounty Hunter or Separatist. They may save one or the other, swap it around. Who knows? And then December, Christmas time. With Christmas, yes, The Last Jedi. I'm also predicting if they don't add anything in November, they may add some of the characters from not A New Hope, Force Awakens into The Last Jedi as a release. Like maybe you get a General Hux, and I know they'll probably add a new Captain Phasma and a few others, because right now First Order only has one leader, and that's Captain Phasma. While Resistance has Poe, Dameron, and Finn. I'm like, where's General Hux? Shouldn't at least the Imperial officer have a leader ability? Who knows? But yeah, like I said, Last Jedi, I know it's kind of crazy. A lot of people think it's crazy too. I'm hoping that we get at least 3 characters each week of Christmas time. That would be amazing. Of course, a lot of people would love that, but that also depends on what they can actually use territory battles with on the Hoth. They may also, I'm predicting they may actually add every 2 to 4 months, 2 to 5 months, they may add another, that's why I said 2 to 5. They may add another 1 to 2 different battlefields, like we had Hoth on on a Empire Strikes Back. They may go back to Geonosis, add the Battle of Geonosis, where you got Geonosians and clone troopers. So there's that faction, those factions that could be, or those battlefields that could be added in. Whatever big battlefield that comes out of The Last Jedi might be added in. So there's a lot of options. So yeah, that's why, and I know they're all working together with the movie developers. You know, Battlefront is working with the movie developers for Last Jedi. Even the Galaxy of Heroes people are, you know, they're all probably intertwined. You know, only giving out certain info that they need. Like they probably already have the kits built for Inferno Squad, but they're just waiting to release them, or they're still in the process of building them. But I don't know. But yeah, like I said, this is my predictions video for the next upcoming 4 months. Let me know what you guys think. What are your guys' predictions? You know, write them down in the comments, or do your own video on what you predict Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is going to happen in the next 4 months. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I do thank you for your time for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.